If you need a clock fixed in Cynthiana, you go to Ewalt Jewelers. Steve Ewalt spends most afternoons trying to get pendulums to swing, bells to chime, timepieces to tick.
This wheel bent this.
But his biggest job is across the street, at the top of the Harrison County Courthouse.
I just enjoy keeping it running.
Steve only makes the climb about 4 times a year to put a little oil in the gears or adjust for the time changes.
I turned the clock on at the last time change in the spring, and it's still right on. This thing's amazingly accurate.
He got the job in 2015 when the former clock keeper died. The only instructions are a framed piece of paper on the wall.
Essentially all that says is use 10-weight oil. So the rest of it, I've figured out on my own.
The clock's been here since the courthouse was built in 1851. Although it used to be weight-driven, it's now electric.
This was built to last.
That's right. It told away the hours during the Civil War and survived raids by Confederate General John Hunt Morgan in 1864, when most of Cynthiana was burned to the ground.
You know, I've heard stories that soldiers hid out up here in one of Morgan's raids.
Union soldiers used the courthouse as a hospital, and it's believed they stored dead bodies in the clock tower. Some people believe one of the soldiers is still here, not knowing his time is up.
I swear I heard it one night.
A few years ago, Steve was in the tower before midnight to make the clock spring forward, and he heard a door slam on the landing below.
So I stopped to see if I could hear any footsteps, and there wasn't any. So I know I locked the front door behind me. I can't imagine anybody else wanting to be in this building this time of day. That sure got my full attention when I heard that door slam.
The next morning, he told clerks at the courthouse what had happened, and they said, "Oh, that's just Luther. He moves things around all the time." But as the story goes, a ghost hunter later made contact with the spirit and learned the soldier's real name.
My name is Frederick.
A piece of the mystery in a place full of history. Previous timekeepers recorded their names in weather stats dating back to 1862. Maybe it's appropriate Steve's first night on the job was Halloween.
You can look through the vents out here in the exterior wall, and I was watching all the little hobgoblins trick or treat that night.
He's not sure about the ghost stories, but admits he now avoids working up here late at night by himself.
The time change happens about 12 hours too soon.
Steve and others believe if there is a restless spirit here, it's friendly.
My name is Frederick.
Just an old soldier who didn't move on with the times. In Cynthiana, Marvin Bartlett with the spirit of the bluegrass.